What is the value of beauty? Is it the outward appearance that you see every day? Or is it the inner character that needs to be developed with a close relationship? This is what beauty pageants tend to try to define by judging a contestant based on their talents, their personality, and yes, of course, their outward appearance. It's hard to receive this title, especially if you're a little girl who's just lost her two front teeth. TLC has a documentary called Toddlers and Tiaras that exploits the intricate world of child beauty pageants. I remember whenever I was a child, I loved to dress up into cute dresses and little tiaras. Beauty pageants are just that, a child's imagination. However, they might have severe consequences in the near future. Although some of these girls reach their aspirations, many of the girls do not and reap consequences to their psychology in the future. I am against child beauty pageants because it diminishes the value of beauty to these girls. It also diminishes the self-esteem and the parents' will upon the child to succeed in their own wishes. The solution that I would like to project is emphasizing more upon inner character and beauty, and also advising the parents to praise the child for the rewards that they receive, and encouraging the child to aspire their own aspirations instead of their own. So let's begin by explaining the problems within child beauty pageants. First and foremost, child beauty pageants tend to diminish the value of beauty within a child. They depict that beauty is only skin deep, and that's something that the modern culture thoroughly endorses and that we need to stop. It leads the child to believe that if they don't have enough money or the right clothes or the right shoes or the right appearance, that they aren't worth anything. And this leads to the rich getting more awards and the latter not getting any of the awards. O'Neill in Scholastic Scope magazine once quoted, "Critics also worry that instead of celebrating individuality, pageants encourage girls to change their looks to fit narrow, invented standards of beauty." This also coincides with diminishing self-esteem within a child. If a child never wins, this makes them feel like they aren't worth anything. And the parents also incite this as well by yelling at the judges if they don't get the appropriate awards. This makes them feel like the award that they were given is not worth anything at all. Parents has also tried to instill their will into the children and ignore the child's wishes. Sometimes on TLC you'll see little children hating the experience while the parents are pushing for them. This experience is duly noted by Martina M. Cartwright, a dietitian at the University of Arizona. She asserts that some pageant parents exhibit what she calls princess by proxy, a unique form of achievement by proxy distortion, in which adults are driven primarily by the social or financial gains earned by their child's accomplishments, regardless of the risk involved for the child. But now that we know the needs for this problem to be dealt with, let's find the solutions that we can instill in this problem. The first solution that I would like to propose is emphasizing more of the scoring towards personality rather than appearance. This child pageants on the plus side do produce confidence. As one article Dare to Strut quotes, parents say that a shy child can bloom in the talent segment of the pageants. Being able to do a catwalk or sing a song or do a martial arts number in front of hundreds of people could boost the confidence of the child. So more of the scoring should go towards this confidence boost. Parents should also support the award that the child is given. This will also boost the self-esteem of the child. If the child gets a lesser reward but the parent is very supportive of it, they might take it as less of a loss. Thirdly, the parents should allow the wishes of the child to be more than their own. Parents should not continue in beauty pageants if the child is obviously miserable. One former Singapore Idol contestant once quoted, "You can even tell the kids didn't want to be there because they cried backstage or even forced a smile on stage or even froze." They should let them be successful within their own right. The child will succeed more if they're doing what they love. And now that we know all the solutions to these problems, what are the long-term goals of these solutions? There will be a lot of long-term effects based upon these solutions. For example, the value of beauty will now have pageants focus more towards inner beauty rather than outer beauty, and the contest will be more based upon the inner self-respect a child has for oneself. The crown will just be an accomplishment of this gradual progression towards inner beauty. However, Scouts will always look at pageants as an outward appearance, and so pageants will never get away from outward appearance being the prime importance. An article in the Courier Mail states that pageants inevitably prepare kids for a lifetime of issues, based on an early lessons that how you look and what you wear is more important than who you are. However, with self-esteem, there will be long lifetime effects. Parents will set the example of the child, and the child will imitate that based on the parent. They will see that their parent is not overreacting, and they will only see that this defeat is merely just an obstacle for them to overcome, rather than a humongous detriment. However, a child will always suffer defeat, and they will have to learn this at some point in their life. But parents should learn from the example of one quoted in the London Observer. One mother quotes that my heart breaks when she didn't win. I had some expectations of something coming, even if it wasn't the top winner. But I asked my daughter if she was bothered by this, and she said no, but she believes that someday she will win. The mother responded with a good job. Finally, the result of a parent's will over the child's will benefit tremendously. The child's confidence will grow up to being what they want to be, and they will succeed in what they want to do. However, we all know that parents do know best, but sometimes it's better for them to listen to their child's wishes and wants. In conclusion, we must instill these solutions to benefit the next generation. It is the duty to our children to set the best example that we can. By addressing the problems with the value of beauty, a child's self-esteem, and the parent's will over the child's will, pageants will now become a more positive rather than a negative experience. Children ultimately are the best imitator, and likewise, if we set the example for our children, we will now define and change the definition of beauty for generations to come.